So I've been thinking, why does an ocean health nonprofit like Sustainable Surf even care about surfboards? It's really pretty simple. We care because the simple act of choosing a more sustainable surfboard can be an on-ramp for anyone to get stoked about becoming an ocean advocate. And that's really where this story gets started, with our good friend and longtime collaborator, Linzi. She told us about these two local guys, Charlie and Ryan, who've been cooking up something very unexpected. Let's go take a look.
I am super excited to tell you about this project. It all happened here in Jersey. It's a tiny island, 9 miles by 5, in between England and France, and it is an awesome place to live. Heaps of outdoor adventures, fun waves, and a beautiful marine ecosystem. Okay, so I probably need to give you some context to this story. This is Charlie. He is an engineering student with an innovative and curious brain. And this is Ryan. He has years of experience shaping and has an incredible approach to building boards in a much more sustainable way. And we were wondering, hey, what would happen if we all got together and started exploring what was possible? So this epic experiment really kicked off with Charlie collecting seaweed from his local beach. Yes, I know, it's beautiful. Okay, back to the board. So he takes the seaweed home to his tiny shed and hangs it up to dry. And then he bakes it in the oven at his folks' house. Then crushes the dried seaweed with a rolling pin, which actually eventually turned into a coffee grinder, thanks to Ryan's advice. But then he adds a couple of magic ingredients and pours this crazy mixture into his homemade mold, straps it down, and waits. Once we had this amazing seaweed blank, it was a case of taking it up to Ryan's factory, plugging into all his expertise and knowledge, and starting to understand what was possible. That involved a lot of testing and tweaking, definitely some failures, but what I love about projects like this, and hanging out with people like Charlie and Ryan, is that they're willing to fail, and willing to keep testing and trying and playing with ideas until they hit on something that works. We definitely had one solid screw up. Which meant that Charlie had to go away and basically start again from scratch. So collect the seaweed, dry the seaweed, grind the seaweed, make a new blank, take it up to the factory. But you know what? I feel like Ryan and Charlie took so much from that process that it ended up really helping with the design and the production of the final board. Here's the interesting thing about this project. It wasn't just the blank that was made from sustainable materials. The board itself was laminated with basalt and flax fiber and glass with epoxy bioresin to reduce its toxicity and carbon footprint. The thing is, historically, the production of surfboards has been far from environmentally friendly. But since 2012, Sustainable Surf have been helping shapers build better boards with reduced carbon footprints, renewable, recycled and upcycled materials, and made in a way that reduces toxicity during manufacturing. All in all, if you care about the planet and the ocean that we surf in, then this is the label you need to be looking for. I think for me, the joy of a project like this is when you start to see it come to life. And that was that moment of being at the beach with this beautiful board and watching the guys wax up, put fins on it, kind of geeking out about the shape. Everyone's super excited to see how it rides, and all of us jumping in the ocean and putting it to the test. It was such an awesome surf session. The waves weren't that big, but it was like one of those really fun summer, sunny, fun wave kind of days, and everyone was so stoked on this board. And I think part of that was that we were realizing like this is a really good board and it rides really, really well. It also reminded us the importance of exploring new ideas and experimenting and just seeing what's possible, and connecting with the right people and realizing that all this magic was in our own backyard. So I guess that's what I wanted to leave you with. The idea that change is possible and we can really start to make things in new ways with different materials, bringing in different people with new ideas to build a far more sustainable future. One in which we are plugged into our local communities, super aware of every material we use, and most importantly, far more connected to nature.